YouTube, what's up, y'all? We got another legend in the building. I got Coach Wolf out of Memphis, Tennessee with us, man. Welcome to the family, bro. Thanks for pulling up.
Going on, Haoop, the biggest dog. What's going on?
Doing good, man. We know. Thank you for your time. So I just want to jump right into the interview, bro. Just kind of talk to us about how long you've been in business, kind of what you do as far as your fitness channel and all those things, and how we can reach you.
Well, I've been on my fitness journey, I want to say, for about 3 years now. Um, I jumped into it, really just trying to find myself. I was chasing music for a long time. So eventually, my morals didn't align with the music industry. So I had to find a new passion. And I found a new passion in fitness. Just trying to find myself. Man, I was on drugs. Short testimony. I was on drugs, doing ecstasy every day, drinking every day, type stuff. And then I got tired of that. I had to find a new path, a new way. And most people become righteous. To me, they just seem like they get a little humble. They get, I don't want to say soft, but I didn't want to be soft. I wanted to be a warrior God. You know what I mean? So I was trying to figure out what can I do to still help people mentally, not just as well as physically, but mentally, and still have that warrior mentality. And so that's why I chose fitness as my journey. As far as where you can find me on Instagram, Coach Wolf, Coach underscore Wolf King. Um, I have a website also. It's www.fitbudwolfking.com. You know what I'm saying? So I also have an app. I got online training going on as well. I'm working on nonprofits. I feed the homeless like every every other week, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? If I can, if I'm not too busy or not. So we go out and feed the homeless. I'm working on nonprofits right now as well. A second chance program. That's what I want to do for people. Let people know that it's not too late to change your life, get together to be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
No, that's
yeah.
good to hear, bro. All good things, man. I love it. How you stay busy and you don't forget everybody's not at a certain level. Some people need a little pulling, they need the help. So reaching back and reaching down to pull up other people, especially people that look like us. We love to see people trying to build up the community. So that's good to hear, bro. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So my next question is, you kind of spoke about it, but kind of what inspired you to kind of take your passion, kind of reallocate that passion you had for music, put it into fitness, and then kind of continue to build out your brand and not just do one thing, but all right, I'm gonna build a website, I'm gonna build an app. Kind of what was your motivations for those things?
Um, well, they say when you find your vision, everything just starts clarity comes. Like you don't even have to look for it, man. It's crazy, right? Um, so things just start aligning the further I dived into it. I didn't really know where I was going with it at first. So I didn't have a plan on doing the website. I just knew that I wanted to change and help people. You know what I mean? And as time went on, I started to see other things, and I was like, okay, I need to do this. I want to do that. It just became more. It became part of the vision. But um, for me to figure out what I want to do coming from music, I had to go into my inner child. All right. So a lot of people, especially us black people, right? Um, we don't know how to deal with our traumas. We're not taught how to deal with our traumas, right? And so we don't know. Sometimes you got to go do the shadow work, right? You got to go back and get into your inner child, figure out why you had these traumas, why these certain things sit with you. And so I've been chasing music since 14 years old, and it was hard for me to let it go. But I didn't know what else I liked because I've been doing music this whole time. So I had to spend some time alone, literally, like months alone, and I had to start diving deep within it myself. And so what I did was, I remember, quick story, I was like 13 years old, and these kids were trying to bully me, right? And I ended up having a fight with these kids after school, and I ended up winning the fight. But I realized I could fight, right? So I was like, I want to be strong, and I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan. So I would go in the room, and I thought I was Goku. I would be in there shadow boxing, you know what I'm saying, kicking, doing push-ups, and I'm talking about every day at 13 years old, to the point where my mom started taking me to the gym with her, got me a trainer, bought me weights, things like that. And I always kind of dibbled and dabbled in weight training throughout the years. And then I always admired soldiers. I don't know what it was about soldiers and martial arts and all that. I always admired that realm. So, me doing that inner child healing and figure out other things like what did I like as a child? What did I like to do? What naturally did I gravitate to? That's what helped me find my fitness journey. You know what I'm saying? That's really made me like, okay, I love this. I've been into this. You know what I mean? And I got other talents as well as far as like drawing and I play instruments and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that just kind of helped me tap into one of my passions. And that's just one thing. My ultimate passion is to serve, though.
No, that's good to hear, man. And I love how you use all, everybody's got a passion or energies. Some people choose to use them for bad, but you have used your
Right.
powers for good. So it's good to see, and you're able to, work and, put on different hats, work in different facets of your life, whether it's, kind of helping people out with the motivational speaking, working out, eating right, like the mind controls the body, everything's one in unison. So we like how you
Right. Yeah.
do that. But another question we got for you is obviously everything is never smooth sailing. There's always pitfalls, persecution, whatever the case. So kind of speak to some of those things and how you're able to navigate around it.
Um, the way I navigate through hard times, one, I always rejoice. Right. Like that's the we heard that in church. We heard that coming up. Like you gotta stay positive, right? And that's truth. So how I overcome a lot of the challenges in my life is I try to find the good in my failures or in my mistakes, because everything is a lesson. So I don't take it like the normal person. I don't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of find, oh, everything that's happening to you is happening to you for a reason, and I realize that, right? So when these things are happening to you, you have to say, what is it that I need to do or change for this not to happen again? Failure is a lesson, right? And we sometimes we take it as, oh, this setback, oh, I gotta start over. But no, now you learn. It's really a win because now you learning how not to do that again. You know what I'm saying? So I start looking at it differently. And another thing how I overcome a lot of things is I look back where I started. So I used to be homeless. Um, I've been in the streets walking with crackheads, prostitutes, all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? And it got real dark. And I have to remember the times that when I was there, when I thought it was over then, and I still keep pushing now. Look where I'm at now. So if I can overcome all those things, I can overcome um, anything. And then the last but not least, the gym, right? So in the gym, I've learned something called delayed gratification. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you want in life comes later. And even in the gym, you're gonna go through plateaus and all type of stuff. First couple months, you might shed a lot of the water weight off. You look feeling good. Then the next 3 months, you like, I ain't losing no weight. I don't see no muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like you just plateau. You're not going nowhere with it. But the consistency, right, is what got me there. It what got me there eventually. And one day I looked up in the gym and said, man, I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all the buff guys. I say, man, I'm one of those guys, man. So, um, but that's delayed gratification is what taught me how to overcome, knowing that you're gonna fail, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna go through things. But the key to success is to continue going, to be resilient, to be able to tell yourself affirmations. I do affirmations every day, so I'm always telling myself I'm unstoppable, I'm unbreakable. I walk with assertiveness, I walk with boldness, I'm fearless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell yourself, you gotta speak positive things to yourself, and that's another thing that I do to get through this. But consistency, most definitely. Every successful person that I've ever listened to, they all say the same thing. You're going to come through hard times. You're going to go through hard times. You're going to go through struggles. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have failures. But the main thing is for you to keep pushing. And when you going through these setbacks, it's a transitional moment. And when you start looking at it like that, like, oh, this is just a moment. I'm going into this now. You know what I mean? Like it's getting hard. It's being confusing because it's time for me to go. I'm being prepared to go into that next level. And if you just sit through it a little longer, you'll be exactly where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right about that, bro. People, they give up too early, man. They dig, and they stop. And 3 feet below what they was digging at, that's where the gold is. You just gotta keep digging, man. Keep grinding. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
you spoke to it though, but let me hear it one more time because you're talking about, the consistency, perseverance. all those things. But I guess what would be one piece of advice you give to somebody who's starting over, fell down on hard times? How would you get them try to pick them back up and tell them just go on, move on. Life moves on, you better move on.
Mm, man, if I had, I would just see me. I'm such a warrior, right? I'm a warrior. So especially when it comes to like men, and specifically, right? Um, I'm gonna tell you, get up, man. We ain't got no time for that. Like, my one advice is like, you ain't got no time to be procrastinating. Time don't wait on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can sit here and do all this whining, complaining. You can do all the things. You know what I mean? You can sit here and dwell in this energy all you want. It ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna change. If anything, it's gonna make it worse because you grab it, you pulling in that energy to you. You know what I'm saying? You are gonna keep staying in the negative. So stay positive, and see the light in the darkness. Try to see the light in the darkness. That's what I would tell somebody. Always look for the light. Always look for a solution. Always look for why you're going through this and what do you need to change because it's all about you.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Well, I can't thank you enough, Coach Wolf. Appreciate you pulling up on us, man. Again, let us know where we can reach you at online. Give us your
Oh
handles.
yeah, man. IG, man, that's like the main platform I work on. So mess with me on IG, Coach underscore Wolf King. And yeah, let's go up. Oh, the biggest dog.
My man,
Yeah.
appreciate the time, bro. Continued success, man. I'll see you soon.
All right, brother.